We've had an incredibly young team. I mean, it's pretty rare to have 6 freshmen out of the 9 players, on the team. So it's just a lot of teaching. We graduated a great group of guys last year, so I had to kind of slow down a little bit this fall, and make sure that kind of they understood it. But I couldn't be more happy with how they did this fall for sure. We have 3 international kids: Russia, Cyprus, and India, and then 3 Americans, 2 from California, 1 from Texas. And so it's amazing how it works out. I wish I could take credit for it being a smooth blend, but the recruiting process is pretty inexact in terms of how personalities are going to fit. And I had a great group the last group we had, and I think I got lucky again. For the spring, looking ahead, it's hard to know what the expectations are. I mean, freshmen have to learn the hard way a little bit sometimes. I think Tom last year, who's from Australia, he was up in a clinching match, and I sat there and thought to myself, gosh, freshmen never get through this situation, this would be amazing. And he didn't. But those things always build into something more, and so I expect that we're going to go through some learning and growing pains this spring. I think it's the type of team that we can really ruin some pretty good team seasons, because I think there'll be days when we can really rise and play pretty high level. Can they learn lessons on the fly and kind of pick them up? Because the spring is much different. It's just much more intense. The dual matches are very different than the fall. They got a little taste of it in the fall, but the spring you're going into the deep end. You need a little bit of luck for young guys to kind of get through some of those tough situations. And if they happen to be matched up against a young guy on the other team, then I like our chances a little bit better. But experience is a big deal, just like it is in every sport. Carlos Donat, he's kind of our leader this year. He's a senior from Spain, and he's won so many matches for us over the previous 3 years, and he's been very, very patient, waiting for his chance. He's got big shoes to fill with our number 1 player, Mike Pervolarakis, graduating last year as a 2-time WCC Player of the Year, and I think he can do it. It's a lot of it is to staying healthy. You can get beat up at number 1 big time, but then you got to be ready the next day to bounce back. If you are, then you got a good shot to put some lumps on some other guys, and 3 or 4 good wins could get him into the NCAA tournament. And so that's kind of what we're shooting for. It's everything for us to see our guys go and try and play after college. That's what we really encourage. We want them to have that, because if they dream that big, they're going to help our program for sure. And so I think for our guys to see Mike go out and have so much success that he's had over the first 4 or 5 months of his career playing pro tennis is really encouraging for our guys, because Mike was in their exact same shoes. That dream that these kids have had for so long, Mike is kind of living it, and that's I think it gives all of our guys hope who are here to feel like that could be something in their not too distant future.